Mr. Pleta.
I'd say with Dom, he made an immediate impact when he came in for us. He's a guy that has great habits in terms of blocking out, screening. He's a smart basketball player. He takes pride in making the right play. He has skill. And then on the other end, he has personal pride in being able to give to our defense. So I think he's continuing to work on like the speed of the game's probably a little faster, maybe a little more physical than what he's been used to, but we've seen consistent progress of him moving forward, and a guy that understands he's got to continue to improve, so he's been very coachable, which is important.
How much has the gap closed in terms of physicality with European players versus players stateside, where it used to be pretty vast? It was considered much more finesse style basketball there, but it seems like physicality has started to take root, and there's not as big of a gulf between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the opportunities that international players have now, I think there's certainly the skill development piece, but I think at younger ages they're playing against older players, so they have more, understanding how physical. You take a guy like Dom, and he's played on their professional team and practiced against those guys, so he knows what that's like. So even though he's played in other teams with guys similar age, and maybe it's not quite as physical, he's had that other experience and he's practiced against those guys. So I think that's what's changed is those, guys when they're 16, 17 years old start going to the pro clubs and playing with those guys, and now they see how physical, how real it needs to be at the professional level.
How have you come around on going over there and recruiting guys? It sounds like Nate has a pretty big role over there, but kind of curious, like your history with going over to Europe, and Luka, I wasn't sure if you were involved with him much.
Yeah, so Nate Schmidt's done a tremendous job. He's really, gone over a lot to Europe and very aware of the guys there. With Coach Green on our staff, he's built some connections in Australia and that way. So we're just continuing to be open to all avenues. I wouldn't say that if in my background that I've done a great job or have great connections over there. Certainly there's people you meet over time when you have a guy that goes and plays overseas and you stay connected, whether it's to the agent that he had or the team that he played for. I would say for me that's more of what it's been. I haven't been over there and traveled as much. So a lot of credit certainly on Dom and on Killian goes to Nate Schmidt and the efforts that he's made to continue to go over there.
Josh's injury is obviously not ideal, but how nice has it been to get added reps for Mulder, Blake, and Dom, and what have they flashed so far in the front court?
Yeah, it has been good. And look, truthfully, Joshua Jefferson came off an injury going into last season. Played significant minutes, especially down the stretch. He's playing 35 minutes a game. So in some ways, this probably has been a blessing in disguise, both for his body to bounce back and rest, and then also to give other guys opportunities, as you mentioned, to get Eric Mulder some reps at the 4, another lineup that is possible for us, as well as, 4-guard lineups. And then, I think with Dom, Eric, and Blake, what they're going to find when they play with Joshua is that because he's such a great passer and commands so much respect in double teams, that those guys are going to get much easier baskets here and there because of the attention Joshua garners and his ability to pass and make plays for them. Yeah, he's out of the cast. He's got a splint on. I mean, when we start up again in the fall, we've got 2 more weeks of the summer. It doesn't seem like it'd make any sense to try to rush and bring him back anyway at this point. And so for him, it's about doing the things he needs to do every day to get his body feeling better. And, we fully expect when we start again, whatever it is, August 24, that he'll be full go for everything and back in the fold.
Where has Dom maybe surprised you down low?
I think for him, he has an innate ability to score the basketball. He knows how to seal and create angles. He does a terrific job of creating space. And so those things have been very beneficial for us. And then I said, he has the habits to go to the glass every time, which is important to keep possessions alive and get second chance points.
Where is Batemon?
I think more than the basketball, it's the consistency, the competitive spirit. Those are things we really value and that he brings at a high level. He's somebody that takes tremendous pride in making the right play on offense. And then on defense, he's a guy that He's relentless with his pressure, activity level, and those things are really important. You don't often see freshmen that are able to sustain it. We've done it for 6 weeks. He's been terrific for 6 weeks. He's brought effort, energy, enthusiasm, a desire to make the right play. So as a freshman, that is really impressive and something that's definitely caught my attention.
What's been that competitiveness between Taman and then the two freshman guards?
I think it's a great dynamic for our team. I think those two freshman guards, they really stand out to me in what they bring every single day. I mean, they are relentless. Oftentimes, freshmen are up and down. I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm hurt, I'm sore. This is too much every day. We're 6 weeks in. We got a long way to go. We got 2 more weeks of the summer, 4 in the fall, and then 6 weeks of practice before we play a game. But from what I've seen from Killian and Batemon right now, they bring tremendous value to our team because at all times, defensively, they're speeding up opponents, guarding the basketball, pressuring the ball. And so when you do that, the offense, you're going to create more offensive opportunities for yourself. And then also you're bringing value if your offense may not, shots aren't falling or things aren't going well. And so it's been a great dynamic. Certainly we know Taman competitively, what he brings every single day, what he's meant to our program and continues to bring. So it's great for him. It's making him better as well to go against those guys and to have days where one of them or both of them are on his team so they can all elevate each other.
Where are you guys at, like right now in the summer phase? Are you, 6 weeks in now? Has there been a different focus maybe over the last week as you navigate through?
Well, more than anything, I think these last 2 weeks, we want to finish off being in great condition. I think getting in shape is extremely important. I think playing through mental fatigue is going to be important. As coaches, we feel pretty good about our process and how we go about it and learning about our team and where are the areas that, we need to continue to improve. Maybe what are some of the things we see as strengths. And so I think these last 2 weeks, it's about getting them, live game-like opportunities as often as we can and then to be able to push through and continue to play well and competitively even when they're physically or mentally tired.
How has Dom handled the transition from the visa delay to, since he's arrived here? Just how has he approached things?
Yeah, he's done a great job. I mean, the first day that he was out with our guys on the court for practice, he was extremely productive. I think he set the tone right away of the standard of what we can expect from him. I think that first impression is really a big deal, and he's continued to work every single day. I think the conditioning piece and the speed of the game are the 2 areas he needs to continue to embrace. So he's made the choice to do extra conditioning on his own every day, which is huge. And then I think just getting used to the speed and the pressure, if he can do it against our guys every single day and the effort that they bring, it's going to prepare him very much for what the season holds.
How maybe underappreciated or unheralded is the way Nate Heisy played offensively down the stretch last season, and how has he built on that in the offseason?
Yeah, I think the last 7 games, to me, we saw a greater visual picture of what we want Nate Heisy to be and what it looks like. And I think it comes down to offensively being a productive player, whether it's shooting the 3, cutting on the backside, driving a closeout, making an extra pass. He has the ability to do all those things at a really high level. I think you build the habit of being aggressive every single day, and then you play aggressively. And last year, I think we went in swings, but we saw at the end what it needs to look like. And I think he even has a step beyond that where he can impact his teammates with his personality, with his experience, with his mindset, with his care. All those things are going to be important, as well as being aggressive offensively and making the defense pay.
With Curtis's new NBA contract, what does it do for this program to just have another guy in the league?
Yeah, no, it's always great when guys, can come into your program and develop and continue to get better and build their confidence and create opportunities for themselves. Really proud of Kurt. Certainly when he came in, I don't think this is what anybody maybe expected. Including Kurt, but he continued to work hard. He did it every single day. He pushed himself through some of the challenges he had midway through the first year where confidence needed to continue to grow, and at the end of last season was playing as confidently as any guard in the country, and then that carried over for him to Summer League. So when guys do that, it should give other guys confidence that I can do that as well. I can be in that position. I can accomplish these things in this program. I will get better. I will get opportunities, and then if that's a goal of yours that you work for every single day and you're committed to, that it can become a reality.
And then George back for, I think, his 8th year. How cool is it just to have him around this building?
Yeah, it's terrific to have George around. He's meant so much to our program for so many years. Obviously, the impact he had when he was playing and the success and the wins and taking our program to a higher level. And then now seeing how he gives back to the community, what he does with the camp and the trivia night and the golf outing and all these things. It's great for our guys to see. I love having them be part of it, to see the impact and the legacy that he's created in Ames and the connection with so many people. So George means a tremendous amount to our program. He's done so much for our program, and we're always thankful, appreciative when we're able to have him back around and spend the time with him.